on Playground called the Batch CSV Prompt Runner. We have Neeraj also with us, who has who has had experience using this tool. So I'll just give you like a quick introduction of this tool. So let me just share my screen. Yeah. You all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool then. So uh, if you log into Playground, you'll see this tool called Prompt CSV Batch Runner. So think of this tool as your personal assistant director of sorts. Basically, what this tool does is it will transform your lengthy list of prompts into action all at once. So you need to like simply upload a CSV file with your scene prompts or like image swaps or image edit prompts or even motion prompts and watch as it generates batches of visuals or edits effortlessly. Like you can do this in bulk. No need to do it like one by one prompting, which you would usually do, right? Like this is the process in place. And if you could design the logic, like what you're looking for, then this becomes more easier. Like you can just put in 10 prompts. You're sure about these 10 prompts and what the output might look like. You can anticipate it, and that's what the tool will do. We have like Nano Banana and Seed Dream models that are integrated. In the near future, we might introduce more image tools or like more image models, but for now we have Nano Banana and Seed Dream, which are equally powerful, I feel. And if you take a look at the aspect ratios, we have all the default aspect ratios. For C-Dream, I know a lot of you all might be thinking we don't have 9:16 and 16:9, but just hold on, like, there'll be a future update where we'll have that integrated as well. So let's just quickly dive into this tool. There are many use cases that you can like implement over here or like, simply invent, to be honest. Today we look at character canvas swapping, and I'm sure like there are many assets in place where like you've had completed image sheets, you've had a specific character canvas, but now you think that maybe a different character canvas would work here. So that's one of the use cases I found to be really useful for my case. So I'll give you like a walkthrough of how I did it. So I'll just like give you a rundown of the entire tool, like what the interface looks like. Like here you can upload your CSV file, and here here's like an optional character canvas or like an image file, basically. We've just named it character canvas because most of our like users are with the canvas itself, but you can treat this as an image file as well. And if you look at this input CSV section, this is very important because this is very case sensitive. So this should be correct. Like how you upload a character canvas onto image generation, like in video generation section. This is like the same logic applies over here. So I'll give you an example. So say for instance, this is my image sheet. This is like completed image sheet. And right now I need a canvas change. I don't want to change the pose of the character. I don't want to change the lighting, the environment. Everything is perfect. I just want this character to be swapped. So say for example, I have this. This is my original canvas. I have this guy called King Liam. I have this character called Mother. And then I have this another character called Ebony. But this is the original canvas. I want to swap this with this particular canvas. So I want this character to come in place of Ebony, and then I have King Liam. I had like a white King Liam. I have a black King Liam, and then there's Mother who also looks different. So once like you create an Excel sheet, and as you can see, you have like a prompt section, you have a model section, character name, and aspect ratio. So say for instance, you're satisfied with like the swapping. What you would usually do is manually try to test it out if it's even like possible swapping a character. In my case, I tried it with Sea Dream, and I found that Sea Dream reacted very well to these edits. And so as you can see, this was my original, and this is the swapped character which I got manually done. So I had an authority that if I'm inputting this particular prompt, my character is getting swapped and keeping the environment, the lighting, and the pose same as my original character. So once you know that this is working, what you need to do is you simply copy paste the prompt that you know that it's working for you. You come into this sheet and you simply paste this prompt. And it depends, like, in my scenario, since I'm only doing character canvas swaps, I need like a bunch of characters that I need swapped. So the say for instance, I have like these 5 images. So what I do is, like, I'd paste the same prompt into like onto 5 images. Just let me count them. 4, 5. Okay, this is a lot more. So let me just delete these. So yeah, and then in the model section, you can either choose Nano Banana or you can choose Seed Dream. In my case, Seed Dream worked for me. So I'll just simply input Seed Dream over here. And then the character name, let's just leave it for now. I'll come back to that in a second. And then choose the aspect ratio that you want. So since Seed Dream is only offering a limited number of aspect ratio, and for my case, I feel like 1:1 will work perfectly. So simply just drag them in this section, which correlates to the prompt. Now, when you want to when you want to swap the character, what you need to be careful about is, in the image sheet, this person is King Liam, and in the swap sheet, this person is also King Liam. What I found is, if you put this character and the other swapped character's name similar in this sheet, the model won't edit it. So what we realized is, if we can like numerically name these characters in my image sheet and get the swapped character's original name, it reacts perfectly. So I'll give you an example. This is how your sheet would look like. Now, say for instance, 1000 is the original King Liam, and King Liam is the swapped character's name that I want to swap with. So this is how I prepared my canvas. So if you look at my image sheet, they are in chronology. But I'm not naming this character as King Liam. I've named him in numerical order, so that the model, it's like the AI recognizes it clearly, and there isn't any confusion. But the characters that I want to swap with, if you look at Ebony, I've named her perfectly. I've included her description from the canvas, because this just adds, like, if you give more detail to the AI tool, uh, there are chances that it will, like, do the job perfectly. Like, there'll be 100% accuracy. If you look at King Liam, I've included his description. If you look at Mother, I've included her description. And these are the characters I needed swap with these characters in my image sheet. So in your main sheet, you input the prompt, you input the model, and you input the character name separated by comma. So like 1000 is my original, like the first image that I need swap with the changed canvas. So this is how I've written it, like 1000 comma King Liam, 1001 comma King Liam, because my first two images are of King Liam. So that's how I've named them. And then if you look at like Mother and Ebony, that's how I've named them over here. Once your sheet is ready, once you know which prompts are like the prompts are placed in the right order. In my case, since it's a character canvas prompt, my prompt will be the same throughout my main sheet. Once your sheet is ready, you simply need to download it, download a CSV file of it. In the CC, make sure you're downloading this as well, because since we're doing character canvas swap, this sheet will be needed, because the AI will take these three references and swap them with these. And I know you must be thinking, like, why are they placed below? Because think of this top order as your image sheet, and then after your image sheet is completed, these are the character canvas characters that you want to be, like, you want to swap with, right? So they will be placed below it. Right now, that's how the functionality of this tool is. Maybe a future update might change, but this is how we're organizing it for character canvas swap at least. So once you know your character canvas or your image sheet is set, download it as a CSV. Once you've downloaded those, head over to Playground and then just simply name this. So, for my organizational purpose, I will name this as character canvas swap. Then, oh my God, Playground. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll name this as character canvas swap. I'll look for my CSV file that I downloaded. This is my main sheet. And then I'll look for my CSV of my canvas, basically, like the image sheet. It's canvas for now, but it's basically our image sheet. And then if you hit submit, like the task will show up over here. Now, if you'd be doing this manually, like prompting one by one, it would be time consuming. But in this scenario, it's fairly fast to say. Like if you have like close to 50 images, I think it wouldn't take more than 15 to 20 minutes to get them done. So that's the power. I've already created one, so I can show you the output. Once this is outputted, you'll get you'll get this result. Basically, you'll get like a prompt. You'll get the model that like this will be the same throughout. But then, if since you're using Cdream, the tool will throw out like a swapped link over here. There'll be a status of the image, which one worked out and which one didn't. If it didn't work out, it will simply say failed over here. But in my case, all images were like swapped perfectly. And you can see if the tool, like if Cdream did like a tweak to your prompt, this is where the final prompt will be. So you can simply copy this onto your image sheet and replace it with the older prompt. And as you can see, this is the result I got. You saw like my pose is the same. Like if you look at the original image sheet, this is how it was. And the output that the CSV batch runner gave me is fairly simple. Like it did the job. It swapped my canvas, and I didn't need to do it manually. I know I had a clear idea that manually it is working, so that's why I could automate it. So this is how the final sheet would look like. This is what you'll be getting from from this particular tool. So yeah, I mean, do you all have any questions regarding this?
No.
Okay, understood. Cool then. So, I mean, if you look at it, it's very straightforward. This is one use case that worked for me. Like there are many use cases in place. Like you can literally like swap the weather. You can change the time of the day, or like any other editorial changes that you want to make. Uh, so that's how this tool functions basically. And it's not limited to character canvases. It's like there are many things you can invent on your own. Like say for instance, you have a logic in place. You know that say for instance a scaling team, they have got a CPI asset which looks really fine. They want to make like small structural changes. They'll have to do it like one by one. But if you can automate it, like if you can do it in bulk, you can simply use this tool and get your job done. Like let the tool do the heavy lifting. So that's how good of a tool this is. And also one more thing, like thanks a lot to the Princess Ebony team for giving us this asset. Because of them, we could like clearly test this out. So huge shout out to them, to Manan and team. Then if you all have no other questions, we can move on to the second use case, which is video. So let's dive into video here.
There is
No,
one question in the chat.
oh yeah, sure. What's up? In the chat, sure. Oh yeah. Costumes. It's fairly simple. Like you test it out if you try it out manually and you're getting the result. You simply need to follow the logic that I showed you, and it will swap the costumes in like one go. Like you don't need to do it one by one. Cool. So let's move on to video then. So video is very simple, to be honest. Like right now, don't think of it as like is there anything edited that you need. Think of it like you have an image sheet, and you want to generate like 10 to 20 motion videos which have like very generic motion. Obviously I would suggest if you have anything unique, like manual intervention is like advice. But say for instance like you have like motion generations which only requires like a pan shot or like a tracking shot or like a simple like a character moving on the screen. That's like very much doable. Like say for instance I have this particular image sheet. I know like this character, I don't want anything unique. I just want like simple basic motion. So what I do is if
Are
you look
you
at
sharing the screen? We are not able to see.
Oh yeah. So sorry, man. Just give me a second. Yeah. Now you can see my screen, right?
Yes, thank you.
Cool. So if you have like an image sheet that is locked in, that is approved by your CD and it's all QC'd, and you know the next step is generating motion for these images. Now think of these images where you only need to generate generic motion. You don't want to generate like something unique, or you don't want to add like transition shots. So for simple generic motion, this tool is very powerful because you don't need to, like, what would be the usual use cases, like you would head over to Playground, you would go into VO or C dance, and then you would input the prompt, like the motion prompt, and get the video out. And that would be like a one by one process, right? It would be very time consuming. Over here, say for instance, you have these like 5 to 6 images and you want to generate motion in one go. You would simply input like a motion prompt. Like you need to plan that out very well, what kind of a motion you're anticipating. So for example, I have this image. I'll paste the URL over here. Since it's only integrated with VO at this point, we only get like 9:16 or 16:9. So what you would do is you would set the aspect ratio. In my case, I would set it to 9:16. If you want the audio, you simply need to input true as the value over here. If you need like audio exported from VO, if you don't need any audio, then just leave it blank. Here, by default, the duration of the clip that will be generated is 4 seconds, but you can choose between 4, 6, and 8. So if you look at the tool over here, I think the max duration is 8 seconds, but in VO you have like three options. So you can either choose like 4, 6, and 8. In my case, I want like 8, so I will just simply input the duration over here, and then it'll make sure you've already designed the motion prompt. So I have a prompt ready, which is like camera orbits gently as she exhales, the city hum blurring into silence. So I'll just put this over here. Let me just share the prompt. So this is how my motion sheet would look like. Now I've already gone through the effort and created one. So I'll tell you how my main sheet would look like. This is how my main sheet looks like. So I know for a fact that my prompt section, I've decided on what the motion output for each of my images will look like. I've set the aspect ratio. I need the audio, so I've set it true over here. And I've set my duration. The same process again. You will just simply download this. And also one more important thing, these links, they can't be drive links. So you need to head over to CMS and make sure you're uploading these images and getting the CMS links. If you upload any drive links, there are chances that it won't like generate motion. So it needs to be within the system. Everyone has an idea how to do that, right? Like, about the CMS links. Can you just give me like a thumbs up if you know about it? Okay, cool.
No.
Awesome then. No, someone said no. Okay, cool. So I'll just give you a quick tutorial on that as well. So say for instance, I have these images and I download these. I just download 3 and keep. And then this is for all the folks who haven't used this tool. So I'll just give you a quick out. You go into CMS, you head over to tools, you head over to power tools. Okay. Then you head over to this section called upload media files. You go to the tool and then you choose the file. Now you see I have these 3 images. If I upload them as drive links, they're not going to work. If I upload them as Midjourney links, Leonardo links, they're not going to work. You need to upload CMS links. So you simply upload them over here. You get a CSV. Once you get a CSV, what you could do is you create another tab, you import it, and just give me a second. Yeah, and then you'll get these CMS links. So if you preview them, you'll be like, you'll be able to make it that, these images have successfully been uploaded.
Okay, suppose we have more than 10 to 15 images. So we have to do this every, I think, I mean, you have to download every single images and put this on CMS.
For now, we are currently working on a process where, it will directly take drive links and convert them into CMS links. But for now, you will have to download them. So I would suggest planning them accordingly, because that becomes more easier. Say for instance, you have an image sheet and you can, like, in an Excel, if you know the command, You can simply download all drive links over here. Or when you are like when you are uploading those drive links, you might have downloaded these images firsthand, right? Like how would you get those drive links? You wouldn't get those drive links before uploading, right? So you have those images already in place. You can simply upload those images if you don't have access to the drive links. Get my point?
Yep.
So that becomes easier. Like, you have to anticipate it, plan firsthand, because see, this tool will only automate as long as you have a plan in place. You can't just ask this tool to automate without having a plan in place. Like, think of it like, you're trying to make a dish, like, trying to make dinner, but you're not organizing how the ingredients will go into the pot, or like, how you would make the food. So think of it as like, you can't simply just give the ingredients and expect the tool to like, make the food for you. You need to give them like a roadmap, like, what ingredient will go in first. So think of it like that.
Sure.
This will like, really ease your process, because like, doing it one by one is very time consuming, not productive at the moment, and it doesn't like resolve any TAT issue. This tool can do that for you. So if you like if you take a look, I've uploaded my CMS links and I've got them onto my image sheet. Now, if I simply download my CSV file over here, I head over to the tool. I'll name this as like batch video generation, and then I look for my main sheet, which I've named it as like batch runner video test. I mean, you can be creative about it. Like, this is just for testing purposes. That's why I've named it. And then you simply hit submit. Once you hit submit, it will pop up over here. You'll get the output CSV. And trust me, this is fairly fast than what you do manually, like one by one. What I noticed, even for 6 videos, like for 6 motion generation, this barely took like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes at the max. So it was very fast as compared to like what we would do. So I already have this ready. I'll show you like 2 outputs. One output is where I didn't put the audio, and I had like like this is the default duration that you get, which is like 4 seconds. And if you see, look at my motion prompt. I've like anticipated and made sure like this is what I'm expecting from my video. So I directly get a motion video out of it, and this happened in bulk. I didn't need to do it like one at a time. Like, even if I look at my 5th video, I have the motion in place.
Aniket, I have one question here.
Yeah,
See,
sure.
we have created images in 1:1 ratio, and you said that the limitation is 9:16 only. But if you
Yeah.
see the result, it's coming in 1:1, I believe.
Yes. So right now, that's like a VO feature. So I would say plan out better. If you can convert your images to 9:16 and then run it through this tool, it would be great. Because see, right now I have images. We are limited by VO at this moment, but once we
No. So
have
my
scaled down,
point, see, my point is because we have a different deliverables. Like someone is using 9:16 format, some is using 1:1, right? So if we are using 1:1, I think it's doable, right? If we are going for this tool to use it for our
yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Got it, bro.
Oh, yeah. So
I
like,
think that's after that, that's on editor's note that we have 9:16. You have to make this on 1:1, right?
oh, sorry, no, I didn't
Because we are
catch that.
doing because we are doing in-app episodes, and usually in-app episodes are 1:1.
Got it. I mean, it's just a simple matter of cropping with your editor. I don't think it will be much of a headache, because like if you set your timeline to 1:1, this image will automatically be like transferable. It won't be
Yes.
like in 9:16. So it's not like a major roadblock, right? See, what happens is like right now we only have VO integration, and VO is like the top-notch tool. But tomorrow we'll get seed dance as well, where you'll have the ability to like get different aspect ratio sizing. And if VO releases an update with 1:1, then that's sorted for all of us. So yeah, and so this is one particular tool where you can get like batch motion generation created in one go. So it's really useful, like if you don't want to waste like time creating one by one, and you can simply like upload like 50 to 70 like images, and expect like motion of those 70 images. So it's like not time consuming. You can just let the AI do the heavy lifting, like treat AI as your assistant director. So that's it. Yeah, and also a huge shout out to Mohit's team for providing these assets. It's only because of them like testing was possible. We literally did this like last night, and I was on call with Mohit as well. Like we were literally discussing. So thank you, Dwapan Roy, Dhrubasan Ray, Gopal Krishna Prabhu, Shravan P Babu, Sarfaraz Rafiq, and Shivangi Jha for like these assets. Like your creative inputs have really helped. So thank you so much again. Any questions regarding like the video tool?
Only
No,
one
not
question:
now.
if we are going for the lip sync, that we have to do manually, right? If we
No. I
aim,
mean, you're using VO over here, so you can literally put the lip sync prompt as well. And you will need to make sure that your main sheet over here, audio is set to true. Then,
you have to,
yeah,
I think,
like,
share the screen. We can't see.
yeah, sorry.
Can you show Aniket some audio samples also?
Oh,
Alternate sheet.
okay. Yes. So I've already created it. So, nice one. So output over here, if you see, I've set this to 8 and my audio is set to true. So my prompt that I got, and this is the output sheet you get, okay? Like this is the file you'll get. Also, one more thing, before I go into audio, one more thing I just want to let you know. Once this is completed, if you hit download over here, you'll get the JSON version. You will need to like, right click and save link as in order to get the file. I think it's just like a feature update that we need to do. So just in case, there's no confusion, like, if you're clicking here, I'm not getting the download option. This is the JSON version. You simply need to right click over here. Okay. So now once coming back to like the audio section, once I've put in true as my value, and if like, there's this, what do you call, there's this like small audio that's been here or like, hum blurring into silence. I'll just play this out for y'all. Let me know if you all can hear it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like I didn't prompt like the audio, so you would get it out of it. But it depends. This is the audio from VO that you get. If you prompt better, you will get like a audio inputted like from this scenario. That helps.
That helps, but I think we have to do those lip sync over manually, because sometimes it will feels like, oh, okay, I am good, right? If this
Mm-hmm.
is on VO, if we write okay, I am good, but the VO says okay, I am good, like it's some space over there. So it's better, I think, for now, if we made this manually on lip sync part. It will
Yeah,
be
that's totally fine. I mean, this tool isn't like, dictating VO. We are the
Mm,
ones who are dictating VO. So, if
yes,
you already have an idea that VO won't react to my like, audio prompt very well, then this tool also won't do the same job, right? Like
yeah,
you need to plan it. Like think of yourself as the director, and this tool is simply just doing or following your commands. That's it.
okay.
Like think of this tool as giving you multiple hands at the same time. Like it's just easing your job. Like you can multitask at the same time over here.
Yes.
So that's the use case. And it's like we're not limited by these use cases. You can invent it. Like this tool gives you the opportunity to like play around. If you feel like, okay, if you're discovering something, that's great, because that helps the org, that helps your process. It just automates everything. So think of this as your backend. Like usually we would reach out to tech team to resolve this for us, but here tech has given you this tool where you have the power to decide what it can do. So it's very intuitive in that sense. So yeah. Also, Neeraj also has tried this tool and has had hands-on experience. So I would like to pass it on to Neeraj. He also has some insights to share, which I think will be really useful. So over to you, Neeraj.
Hey guys, how are you? So सारी चीजें मतलब कवर कर ही दी है अनिकेत ने. I think everything is covered. So basically one of my use cases, like मैं जैसे कि काम करता हूँ शॉर्ट ओपनिंग्स पे, ठीक है, पावर ओपनिंग्स पे. तो दैट ओपनिंग्स इज अराउंड लाइक 30 सेकेंड्स 40 सेकेंड्स. अब लाइक सबसे बड़ा इशू क्या है हमारी साइड से, मतलब अगर व्हेन वी आर क्रिएटिंग ऑन प्लेग्राउंड ऑन सीड्रीम और मे बी नैनो बनाना, तो उसमें इशू होता है कि लाइक यू कैन क्रिएट ओनली वन इमेज एट अ टाइम. तो सबसे बड़ा इशू वही रहता है, लाइक एज एन एसीडी आई फेस दिस अ लॉट. तो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज हम मल्टीपल प्रॉम्प्ट्स एक बारी में रन कर सकते हैं उस टूल के अंदर. सो लाइक लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन. आप लोगों को दिख रही है स्क्रीन मेरी?
Yes.
ओके. सो लाइक जैसे कि मैंने ये शीट रेडी किया, ठीक है, लाइक मेरी एक पावर ओपनिंग थी छोटी सी. तो हे यू कैन ऑब्वियसली आपको ये डाटा पॉइंट तो बता ही दिया निकेत ने, लाइक दिस डाटा पॉइंट जो बहुत मैटर करते हैं: प्रॉम्प्ट, मॉडल, करेक्टर नेम एंड एस्पेक्ट रेशियो. तो ऐसे ही आपको एक शीट रेडी करना होगा, ठीक है. उसके बाद में लाइक यू कैन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज आप एक बेसिक प्रॉम्प्ट लिख सकते हो. जस्ट बिकॉज सी ड्रीम एंड नैनो बनाना उनको इतना बड़ा प्रॉम्प्ट नहीं चाहिए होता. लाइक यू आर डूइंग इन इट मिड जर्नी और मे बी इन लिनार्डो, तो उतना प्रॉम्प्ट नहीं चाहिए इसको. दिस इज एक वर्किंग वेरी प्रिसाइजली. तो आप ऐसे बेसिक्स प्रॉम्प्ट लिख सकते हो. इसके लिए मैं आपको जीपीटी दे दूंगा और आप अपने खुद के जीपीटी बना सकते हो. लाइक मैंने एक बनाया है इस टूल के लिए. सो बेसिकली लाइक दिस टूल. तो इसमें क्या होता है, एक सेकेंड लोड हो जाए. तो जैसे कि ये मेरी छोटी सी स्टोरी है, ठीक है, एक पावर ओपनिंग है. सो व्हाट मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं इसको कॉपी पेस्ट कर लूंगा, ठीक है. आई विल पेस्ट इट हियर. और ये और देखो इसने सेम वो टैग्स यूज करके, ऑब्वियसली मैंने ये अपने लिए बनाया है जीपीटी, तो ये उस तरीके से काम कर रहा है. तो इसने वो सारे के सारे डाटा पॉइंट्स ऑलरेडी लिख दिए ऊपर. तो डायरेक्टली आप यहाँ से कॉपी करके इसको मतलब कर सकते हो, यूज कर सकते हो शीट के अंदर. लेकिन जैसे कि बताऊं मैं अगर, तो यहाँ से कॉपी कर लिया और जस्ट मेक अ न्यू टैब और आपने यहाँ पे पेस्ट कर दिया और आपके पास में एक बेसिक प्रॉम्प्ट आ गया, ठीक है, जिसमें कि मतलब एंगल लिखा है आपका. अभी ये फिलहाल मेरे हिसाब से मैंने इसको पोर्ट करा हुआ है, दैट इज वाई अभी इसने ऑटोमेटिकली वहाँ पे मेरे करेक्टर्स लिख दिए. तो दिस इज ऑल कैन वर्क. तो इन बेसिक फॉर्म को एडिट कर सकते हो. जैसे कि लाइक मैंने एक ही शीट बनाई थी फॉर एग्जांपल, ठीक है, और मैंने उसको रन किया अपना सी ड्रीम के अंदर एंड मेरे को क्या आउटपुट मिला, मेरे को ये आउटपुट मिला.
So as you can see, it's like, batch created these prompts. You like usually you would do it like one by one. And also, Neeraj, can you share the GPT with with the group over here? You can paste it on SparkUp as well. This way,
Sure, sure.
yeah, that will be more easier for like, if anyone wants to reference it or tweak it or like re-edit it, so they can
Yeah.
use it for their own purposes.
इवन मैं इसका जो मेरा जो डाटा है मैं वो भी शेयर कर दूंगा, लाइक हाउ मेक दिस जीपीटी, सो यू गाइस कैन लाइक मेक योर ओन और आप वो जो बैच प्रॉम्प्ट्स है उनको रन कर पाओ, ठीक है. तो मतलब लाइक मेरी साइड से बैच यूज केस ये गाइस आप लोगों के लिए. और आप वही है, इतनी सारी प्रॉम्प्ट एक बार में रन कर सकते हो. लाइक प्लेग्राउंड के अंदर इशू रहता है कि हम एक प्रॉम्प्ट एट अ टाइम में रन कर सकते हैं. सो लाइक मेरा यही है. इसके अलावा किसी को क्वेश्चन पूछना तो पूछ सकता है.
Hi Neeraj, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है for the
हाँ.
GTP prompt that you have shared. It's excellent tool. Thank you for sharing that with us. क्या ये लेनार्डो में भी काम करेगा ये prompts या ये सिर्फ सी ड्रीम और जो कि प्लेग्राउंड में अभी अवेलेबल है उन्हीं टूल्स पे?
For
नहीं,
now, yeah, for now,
ये
अभी तो
सिर्फ
C3 और यही है.
ये सिर्फ इसी के लिए काम करेगा. एक्चुअली द थिंग इज लाइक आई सेड कि मतलब व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग विद लिनार्डो और मिड जर्नी, वहां पे कुछ डाटा पॉइंट्स ऐसे होते हैं, या कुछ सपोज करो सिनेमैटिक मोशन, आप सिनेमैटिक आपको बनाना है, फोटो आपको बहुत अच्छी चाहिए, तो वहां पे कुछ टैग्स है ऑक्टेन रेंडर करके या 4K करके, तो वो आपको लाइक मैनुअली डालना पड़ेगा या अपने जीपीटी को वो चीज समझानी पड़ेगी. और दोस प्रॉम्प्ट्स आर लाइक वेरी डिटेल्ड प्रॉम्प्ट. उसमें लाइक अगर आप ओमनी रेफरेंस में करेक्टर रेफरेंस नहीं लगा रहे हो, तो आपको जो करेक्टर का डिटेल है वो आपके प्रॉम्प्ट में होना जरूरी है. अदरवाइज आपका जो करेक्टर कंसिस्टेंसी है वो हिल जाएगा. और ये इस टूल के लिए अच्छा क्यों है, क्योंकि वी जस्ट नीड ओनली बेसिक प्रॉम्प्ट्स. हम उसको एट अ टाइम एडिट कर सकते हैं बैठ के, तो हमारा वर्क फ्लो लाइक इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा इस चीज के साथ में. क्योंकि मैं भी इस पे ट्रायल ले रहा हूँ और मेरे लिए काफी कामयाब साबित हो रहा है.
Okay. Okay, right now our team majorly works on Leonardo, generating Leonardo. So yeah, maybe we can get the basic prompt and then we can work on it and generate images. उतना at least हो सकता है.
एग्जैक्टली मतलब इट्स इजी कि आपको हर प्रॉम्प्ट लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. थोड़ा सा उसमें एक्शन ऐड करके लाइक यार प्रॉम्प्ट एनहांसर भी मिल जाते हैं आपको. आप वही सेम प्रॉम्प्ट को उठा के कॉपी पेस्ट. सबसे बड़ा यहाँ पे जो लॉजिकल टेक टीम की साइड से हमें बेनिफिट मिला है, दैट इज करेक्टर कैनवस. तो आपके जो प्रॉम्प्ट्स है उसमें ऑलरेडी करेक्टर कैनवस डिफाइंड है, तो वो करेक्टर कैनवस से जरा भी यहाँ वहां नहीं होगा. ये सीन है.
Cool, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for answering
Thanks.
the questions.
Nidhi has a question, I think.
Hi, Aniket, Neeraj. Thank you so much for the session. We had so basically our team had tried doing a CSV batch runner for the images that the initial part which you took us through, but we found some inconsistency in terms of look of the characters. So is there a way like a way to fix that, or how do we go about it?
लाइक
So this
इनकंसिस्टेंसी किस मैटर में, मतलब आपका करेक्टर वो पिक नहीं कर रहा है वहां से, या फिर करेक्टर पिक कर रहा है वो ठीक से नहीं आ रहा है?
Character pick kar raha hai, but the look is turning into animated character, which is not the case. Like it's the same project that Princess Ebony wala, which you had tried on.
हम्म
It's the same
Mhm.
project that we're talking about.
Okay. Like you were trying to swap the characters, you're saying?
Yes, we're trying to swap.
Okay. You can, I think what I personally found is when I was doing it manually, it all depends on the prompt itself. Like, you need to re-engineer the prompt. If it's working manually for you, then there's like a 99% chance the automation tool will be able to execute it. So if you can share your prompt, I can like take a look and like share my feedback as well. But I personally had also faced this issue, and I realized that maybe retweaking and perfecting my prompt gave me the final result.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. So I'll
Like,
just try and
yeah.
tweak on that.
Cool. Like this tool isn't perfect yet, but again, it's like since we've integrated Dream, so it like reacts to Dream differently. It would react to Nano Banana differently. So that's how the use case is.
Got it.
Cool.
And guys, make sure, मतलब like मैंने रात को बैठ के भी टेस्टिंग की है इसकी, like as अनिकेत mention like beginning के अंदर कि ये टूल के अंदर जो बाकी इमेज के लिंक्स है वो काम नहीं करेंगे. तो मेक श्योर अगर आप करेक्टर कैनवस अपना डाल रहे हो या बना रहे हो, फिर फाइल में अटैच कर रहे हो, तो जैसा उन्होंने बताया CMS पे इमेज डाल के लिंक क्रिएट करके ही आपको अटैच करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये नहीं वर्क करेगा अदरवाइज. ये एक बस.
Cool then. So I mean, we would encourage you all to just try it out, look for more use cases, and like you have the opportunity to invent. So please feel free to like share your results as well, and like any feedback is appreciated. And oh yeah, I will share those on SparkUp, so you can take a look for yourself. Cool then. Yes, Midun.
Yeah, hi. I just had a doubt, like for the batch image creation, since Kuldeep had asked about the Leonardo thing. So, for example, if we have an FF sheet, the FF sheet is ready, and while we are doing at around 70% of the time, then the character is in a completely different costume, or maybe the character is in a complete different age from a particular point. So if there is like 50 80 images, what we usually do is we have to requeue the entire sheet to adjust it, change the costume prompt, then again have to do the FF sheet. But that will take a lot of time to create the regenerate that FF sheet. It's taking a lot of time.
Right.
So if we already have one FF sheet, and if we already change all those prompt, whichever, like if there is like 20-30 prompts that we have changed, and we take that prompt and can we run it as like a batch?
Yeah, 100%. That's what the tool's purpose is. Like, from what I understand, you said, like if you have an image sheet with 100 images, and out of 100, 20 or 30 are the ones that need to be edited or retweaked. So you can simply take those 30 images with those prompts and like the final editorial prompt, input it into this tool, and then batch run it. Like you'll have those 30 changes in one go. Those 30 changes.
Will it work with Leonardo?
No. Right now we only have Dream and Nano Banana integrated. But then the good part about Nano Banana is that it's able to replicate any sort of style into its image. So it will resemble Leonardo style, at least for Nano Banana. For Dream, obviously there might be like some discrepancies, but for Nano Banana, rest assured, like you can get the same Leonardo style reflected.
Yeah, why was asking this is To convert that, we have to upload the previous image also, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the reference you would need in your character canvas sheet.
I was asking, without reference, if in Leonardo, now you got it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, without reference, then your character, there are chances that the character won't be consistent then.
Yeah,
Like, it's safer to have that. Like, that's why like on the tool, the character canvas is like optional, but it supports the model itself. Because
Yeah.
Nano Banana works in reference, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the power of that tool. So, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Aniket,
Mhm.
how to get the continuity of the motion? Matlab, can we add first frame and last frame anywhere in the sheet, or like can we add on the prompt?
I will have to check with tech because I don't think that feature is enabled yet because I think it only came with 3.1, like VO 3.1, and right now we only have VO3 as the integrated model. So tech is like working on future updates. So once that is through, I can share it on SparkHub and then you can like try it out. But as a testing rule, if you're looking for it, maybe you can try like let me just share my screen. Yeah, you can see my screen, right? So what you could do is over here, next to duration on the main sheet, you could add like first frame over here and then try it out yourself. If it's giving you the result, great, because I know for a fact that on Google Flow, we have this. But if its integration was done correctly, then maybe you will get this because this feature is on 3.1, but on VO3 on Playground, I don't think we have that feature yet. So I'm a little skeptic, but obviously, if you try it out, you might know.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome then. Akash, can you revise the character swapping process? Oh yeah. Akash, I have a video on SparkHub. I can share that with you. It outlines the same exact process. Like this was basically a recap. So if that helps, I can share the video with you instantly. I've outlined everything step by step, like in the video itself. So if that works, please let me know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Any more questions? Anything else you want to know?
No, not right now.
Cool.
Aniket, should there be any space after comma or it should be without space?
Just a second. Yeah, no, without space works. Like I'll just share my screen so that we can confirm it live. Yeah. So if you look at my sheet, there isn't a space over here. So yeah. Like just follow these instructions. Like this is your Bible. So like comma separated and character name. That helps.
Yes, thanks.
Awesome. Cool then. Janus, do you have any questions? How well does this work for images or motion in batches? I mean, to answer your question, Nano Banana, I think, has eased up its content moderation policy. So I don't think there should be any flags because I was just testing it out yesterday and day before, and I had like blood and gore, like obviously at a moderated level, and it was able to generate my images. And same goes for Seedream. I feel like Seedream is also like the Byte Plus team, since we are in collaboration with them. I think it has been eased up. Cool.
Are there any more questions that anyone wants to raise?
No, not right now.
I'd say like please try out this tool because we learn from you and like it's like vice versa. So it would be very insightful to like dive deeper on what you all are also inventing or like innovating at the same time. So yeah, and also a huge shout out to tech because it was because of them we have this tool in place. And I think like this was like a ongoing feedback that that this tool was a result of. So yeah, I hope this helps the process and like really eases how you all are like creating images and motion.
Any feedback that you have once you start using the tool, it's hugely helpful to us.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So I think we can wind up the session now. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. We'll post the session notes on SparkHub shortly. So yeah, I think we'll wind up the session now, so everyone can carry on with their work now. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Also, please share the recorded screen.
Sure, we'll share the recording soon. As well.
In which group will you share it?
We'll share it on SparkHub.
Actually, I'm not in that group. Can you please join me?
Sure, we'll look to add you to SparkHub.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.